Welcome back. Derek's taking a trip back in time this morning.
He's been at the Battle of the Boyne Visitor Centre catching up with some historical heroes.
Yes, and he's gotten dressed up just for us. Over to you, Derek.
Look at him.
Yes, guys, it's just as well I left my dignity at the door years ago. Isn't that right?
Indeed it is, Derek. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, it's great to have you here this morning. First up, tell us a little bit about where we are and give us a little bit of a history, background of the place.
Absolutely. So we're in one of the most beautiful parts of the estate. We're in Oldbridge Estate and we're in the walled garden. So Oldbridge Estate was under the ownership of the Coddington family from the 1740s right the way up to the 1980s. And as many big houses of the time did have a walled garden adjacent to the house. They used to call the walled gardens the engine room of the house. So it was a working garden really, where all of the food, vegetables and so on would have been provided to the family. Now it has been fully restored as an ornamental garden. And as you can see, it's just beautiful. This morning in particular, it's just showing itself fabulously.
Mandy, we have shots of the grounds on air at the moment.
Yeah.
It looks incredible. It looks spectacular this morning.
Yeah. It's just such a lovely little hidden gem. A lot of people don't know about it, but we are here tucked away in County Meath. Our visitor numbers increasing year on year. We've between 400,000 and 500,000 visitors now. Lots of people come through the visitor experience, but most people really in the locality come for the amenity parklands.
1690 was a massive year here, of course, historically, the Battle of the Boyne.
Absolutely. 1st of July 1690, the Battle of the Boyne happened right here on the estate. So the main battlefield is right out in front of the house. That's what we provide our guided tours for.
And this was the Jacobites versus the Williamites.
Absolutely, yeah. So James II versus William III. The 1st of July, the biggest battle ever to happen in over the course of one day in Ireland. 60,000 soldiers in total.
And it happened right on this site. Now, Carly has got a little buska here. Talk us through some of the bits in Carly's box.
Yeah, so many of the little sayings that we're familiar with these days come from military history from the 17th century. Have you ever heard of the saying, Derek, to keep a secret under your hat?
Yes, I have.
Now, what you have in your hand is a secret. So, as you can see, it is almost, it's like a metal helmet.
Yeah.
Your hat, that I have to say, is really flattering on you today, but it wouldn't help you much on a battlefield.
Yes.
So what you could do to give yourself a bit of extra protection was to pop that secret on under your hat, and there you go, you're nice, safe and sound.
What have we got here?
And there we have, looks like what it is, it's a grenade.
Wow.
So we would have seen some of the artillery on the site earlier on, and one of those is a mortar which fires grenades. There's a nice grenade there.
And that would have been filled with gunpowder.
It would have been filled with gunpowder, shrapnel, all sorts of different things. So when it exploded, everything would have come out.
Finally, what have we got here then?
This is a marvellous little piece that's known as a bandolier of charges. So a musketeer like yourself, because indeed that's what you are today.
Yes.
You would have worn that across your body as you have your little satchel today.
And my satchel here, yes.
Yeah, so inside each of these little wooden capsules is where your gunpowder would have been. And each capsule had one measure of gunpowder, exactly what you needed to make your shot.
And this is it in my little man bag here, my little satchel.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carly. Now we're going to pop over here to Graham and talk us through what Graham has in his hand here.
Graham's holding some of our beautiful weapons that we keep on site. Some of these are just stunning. You can feel them yourself there, Derek. The
There's
weight.
a bit of weight, yeah.
They're between 12 and 14 pounds. And each soldier, musketeer, would have carried their own musket. There were two main types of muskets. Graham there is holding the older type known as a matchlock musket. And you can see there that cord hanging out of it. That's known as a match cord. That would have been soaked in saltpetre, so a material to make it burn very slowly over time. That was how you got your gunpowder lit and charged before you blasted off.
Absolutely fantastic. Great to see. And congratulations, Graham, who just got recently engaged.
He did.
Now, we'll walk and talk because the visitor experience here is absolutely incredible. Mandy, tell us about it.
Yeah, so we have a wonderful team of guides here on the site. We're so lucky. All our guides are very passionate about history, heritage, nature, and of course, speaking to our visitors. We get visitors from all over the world, many from Ireland, of course, from the UK, UK, from across Europe, Australia, America, and so on. At the moment, we have complimentary admission, so everybody is welcome to come. We're open 7 days a week. This time of the year, from 9 to 4 p.m. last admission. Summer then, it's 10 to 5. So please come along, visit us, come into the stable yard. That's where the guides are currently located. They'll talk to you, as you can tell. Guides like to chat.
You do.
We also have a lot of living history in the summertime. So people, living history actors who'll be dressed up like yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of old artillery in the courtyard as well.
There is, yeah. So we have lots of really beautifully made, historically accurate cannons, mortars and so on. So all of the guides are trained in the history and they can give you a good rundown of everything that we have on offer.
Before we let you go, there's a lot of preservation, conservation going on at the house at the moment.
Yeah, there is, absolutely. So the main house is currently closed because we have a lot of refurbishment. It's a big project on the site, a lot of investment happening. So we are going to be hopefully getting it more modernised. So in the next few years, we'll keep you posted.
All right, where can we find out more online?
At opw.ie, heritageireland.ie.
And I know the OPW do fantastic work down here. And a big thank you to all your team here this morning. We hope you enjoyed our tour here down in Oldbridge in County Meath. And by the way, guys, it's Mandy's birthday tomorrow. Woo! Happy birthday!
Thank you, Derek. You're so kind.
All right, back to Dublin. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mandy, and I need that hat. Now, coming up on tomorrow's Ireland Day, and we'll be meeting a Leitrim woman. She is living with motor neuron disease. She'll be sharing her story and talking about the sports available.
From Snow White to the Severance finale, we are previewing the latest in movies and television.
And if that wasn't enough, funny man Tony Cantwell will be here for a hoot and a half on the sofa. Ireland Day is back tomorrow from 7. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.